Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's collective reading. My name is Stan, and I am the Shadow Seeker. In this video, I will be doing a collective general tarot reading for my beautiful collective of specific individuals. I channel messages every week for the collective on Wednesdays with the intention of posting the video by 1 o'clock, but there's been some mishaps with sticking to that particular time. But everyone knows how busy I typically am, but I still try to devote a lot of time, a lot of energy into serving the collective and bringing these messages. And I do hope that they bring some form of resonance or clarity for whatever it is that we're going through. And if you are new here, I do encourage you, if you do resonate with my energy, to extend your beautiful vibrational energy to our collective if you feel called to do so, if you resonate with the messages here. But without further ado, we'll go ahead and we will start the reading. I am going to be using my What's the Vibe Oracle deck and ascertain the current information. The current feeling. I'm going to be ascertaining the current energy of the collective, and we're going to see what it is we need to know and what it is we need to hear at the present moment in time. Okay, so the opening card here that we have is the Toxic card, and it says drama, arguments, incompatible. This is very interesting energy here because the specific collective that I channel into every week, there has been a few members of the collective who have reached out to me directly, and they have mentioned that they have been either purging or releasing and or experiencing high levels of toxicity from internal and external sources. So this is really, really interesting here that this card has came out because I am feeling multiple layers, multiple threads of energy, and I'm trying to sense what the strongest thread of energy is here. It really feels like this is surrounding some sort of relationship dynamic for a few people in the collective where you have truly been trying to put up a boundary, put up some sort of wall, protect yourself energetically, and also releasing a lot of the toxicity, a lot of the negative, lower vibrational energy surrounding this particular connection. But there is another strong level of energy where it really feels that this is internal. Like there's some sort of internal conflict or some sort of internal battle. I'm really sensing or visualizing right now that this internal battle, it's almost as if like you're waging war within yourself. So there could be a lot of insecurity right now or a heightened sense of awareness about something, or your spirit guides are trying to bring certain things to the surface for you to really work on right now. So this really feels heavy, and it really feels there's really just almost no words to really describe this type of energy. Okay, it feels like a heavy burden. It feels like something is really dense. It really feels as if like there is some sort of energy dynamic here that feels very suffocating in a way. And this type of suffocation, it feels like a pressure. It feels like you're under pressure. It feels as if there's a lot of pressure around you, like an external pressure that someone's giving you or trying to rub off on you. I'm also picking up this weird energy. This feels like for many people in the collective that they are at this present moment really attracting a lot of darkness or attracting a lot of negative energy or just, this gray matter that I kind of talk about in previous readings. I feel like we need to get more information here, so we're going to see what else comes out here. Okay, we have the feminine energy card, and it says gentleness, nurturing, mothering. I just had to take a moment and just kind of do like an internal sigh a little bit. So it seems like right now, Spirit is really calling on you in terms of dealing with this toxic energy, however it may present itself in the 3D for you, to really be aligned with your feminine energy, to really be in this self care type of mindset, to be really nurturing towards yourself and less towards others. It really feels like this is really saying here to really dig deep within yourself, look into yourself for a specific answer on how to deal with a particular toxic situation here. It also feels like right now that self care is really important for the collective. I'm really sensing right now that, because of the Mercury retrograde, that a lot of things are being brought to the surface here. A lot of past baggage or a lot of things that we're really just not really, focused on or kind of swept under the rug. And so as these things kind of creep back up into the physical, it really seems like you're being guided by your spirit team or a higher power to really align with your feminine energy, particularly your intuition. So, whatever your intuition or your gut feeling is telling you to do to handle a particular toxic situation, then it's really best that you listen to that because your intuition will always guide you in the right direction. I know it really sounds a little cliche. I know it sounds like that song by Jewel, but seriously, your spirit team has your back. The universe really has your back. And so, with that being said, the more you surrender to the flow state of things and really let a lot of these burdens, not carry weight on you, it really helps you to align to your highest potential. It really helps you to see through a lot of this toxic negativity, lower vibrational type of energy here. Okay, we have the shame card, and it says, you've carried this burden far too long. It's time to release the guilt you've placed on yourself and start a new chapter in your life. Set a new goal and begin taking action towards happiness. This also simultaneously came out with the release judgment card, which says holding on to judgment, whether of yourself or others, only clouds your vision. Release it and see the world and your path with clearer eyes. So, this is really a message here, very clear. It's really stating that you've been carrying a lot of weight on your shoulders, a lot of lower vibrational energy. So, it's really important right now to really release a lot of these burdens, release a lot of what's weighing you down. Whatever mindfulness practices that you have, I know I say that a lot in various readings, but if you do meditation rituals, if you do morning rituals, if you do yoga, journaling, anything that really gets you grounded or makes you feel more grounded, if you do these things on a regular basis to really purge a lot of this negative energy, this will have you in true alignment to your highest potential. And the more you release these tethers, these negative vibrational tethers, it will allow you to see things more clearly, to be able to visualize things more clearly in the 3D, is what this feels like. So it does, again, feel really, really heavy, really draining. Also, is another thread of energy that this feels like. Okay, let's see what else we can channel here. Okay, we have the lust card, and it says greed by any means necessary and considerate. I gotta say, this is definitely a first. Have not done a collective reading like this before where these particular cards have came out. I believe the feminine energy card came out in a collective reading not too long ago, but in this particular reading, it's a first for these cards. So It's really interesting that this lust card came out. And the reason why I say that, and I hope I'm not going off too much into a tangent, but recently I have came across this spiritual video. Usually on the weekends, I try to decompress and I try to really ground myself spiritually. And so I do listen to a lot of Buddhist flute type music or tribal music or sound bath music just to kind of clear my energy, just to try to, take away a lot of this stuff that weighs me down throughout the week. And I came across this video and it kind of really just appeared for me. And it was talking about chosen ones. And it was talking about how lust can deter a chosen one from the path that they are meant to be on. And unfortunately, I can't remember all of the specifics of the video, but this really is kind of interesting here that this came out because it does make me feel that I've been dealing with this particular type of energy for a while now because I know personally speaking, I have been dealing with the energy of feeling as if I am really obsessed or having a lot of obsessive feelings about love and relationships. So I'm not really sure if that's something that also the collective is experiencing at this time, or if they're feeling heightened emotions when it comes to love and relationships or interpersonal dynamics, or if they're experiencing some sort of conflicts when it comes to certain interpersonal relationships, or if they're really feeling all over the place when it comes to love or special dynamics with people, if they're having issues with intimacy or things of that nature. So it's just really interesting. But this card does give me a lot of energy threads that really speak on love, and it really feels that not just myself, but other people in the collective are facing some sort of challenges when it comes to interpersonal relationships, especially when it comes to giving in to their inhibitions or their innermost desires that could be considered really taboo or unethical or chaotic. Those are some really specific phrases that I'm really feeling here. So this is really interesting here. And the highest thread of energy that I'm really sensing here concerning this particular card, the energy that I'm feeling, it really brings me back again to this Mercury retrograde. And so there could potentially be a lot of misunderstandings or delays when it comes to romantic matters. There could be some sort of past issue, unresolved issue with a particular relationship dynamic that's creeping back up. There could be a lot of communication challenges right now with your partner or with someone from the past. There could be a lot of intimacy challenges. There could be a lot of problems when it comes to overthinking specific decisions, certain actions, certain ways of thinking that could be negatively impacting your relationships at this present moment. So that just, again, feels almost a little ambiguous, but I wonder if we can get a little bit more specific here. We have the tension card, which says stressed out, migraines, worry. So there could be a lot of tension right now. Of course, it feels like sexual tension, but there could be a lot of tension in other areas. There could be a lot of other specific conflicts. If you're not in a relationship, if you're single, there could be a lot of conflicts within the family. I'm feeling an energy dynamic like that. The energy really feels a little chaotic and it really feels really all over the place. We have the consequences card, which says bad choices, games, mixed signals. So depending on your course of action with how you handle this particular energy dynamic here, you could be making a lot of choices that are really detrimental for your spiritual growth, your personal growth. You could be aligning yourself with a lot of lower vibrational energy, a lot of toxic energy, a lot of energy that's being put not at its best. if that makes sense. You could be dealing with a lot of addictive types of behaviors or types of behaviors that really lower your vibration. So, drinking, gambling, maybe, having a lot of sex at the moment if you're in a relationship, something that is just really taking you away from the desired path that you're meant to be taking at the present moment. All of these things that I just said, these are the strongest threads of energy that I'm feeling from this collective. So there really is a lot of energy that is just really coming at me. So your spirit teams here, your spirit guides, they are really coming at me very strongly here. So I'm only trying to channel the very strongest threads of energy. So I do hope something here has connected thus far. Okay, we have the Bring Balance card. This card says you're putting too much energy into something, creating lack somewhere else. Take action now to correct the situation or risk further imbalance, which could lead to undesired results. So that's a very direct message there from your spirit guides, from your higher self. Okay, so we're going to take this time to switch to the traditional tarot, see what messages come out here for our highest good. Okay, so we have the Ace of Wands in the reverse position. I'm strongly feeling this imbalance here with the collective. I'm sensing that there's a lot of blockages when it comes to pursuing something or beginning something. I'm sensing there's a lack of direction for many of you, and I'm sensing that a lot of people right now feel really stuck in a rut. Stuck in a rut or struggling to identify the path forward when it comes to something. I'm sensing that they're really finding it hard to reignite a passion or a motivation in their life. And it's centered around some sort of new beginning, like this craving or yearning for a new beginning, or the initial spark of something dwindling when it comes to something in the 3D. With the Knight of Wands in the reverse position, I'm sensing here that there's a lot of impatience, there's a lot of recklessness. I'm getting really strong Aries vibes for some reason. So there could be strong Aries placements in many of the collective's birth charts. I'm sensing again a lack of direction and really this sense of feeling overwhelmed by your circumstances, but it really feels internal. And the reason why I say that is because we have the Hermit card here. So it's like you're trying to figure something out for yourself right now, and you're really going from within to try to do this. But you might be spending too much time doing this. You might be spending a lot of time weighing the circumstances or weighing your options or trying to figure out the best way to move towards something instead of just letting it go, letting it be, letting it just flow naturally, if that makes sense. And so the longer you stay in hermit mode, trying to figure all this out, it seems like you're going to feel more lost and more at a sense of imbalance. So again, it really feels like you need to reconnect with yourself and really reconnect with those mindfulness practices, the journaling, the meditation, the yoga, whatever it is that you can clear your mind of a lot of this negative, lower vibrational energy that I'm feeling. You might be feeling really alone right now in your thoughts when it comes to this Hermit card reversed. And so, Spirit really is letting you know here that you are being supported right now. You do have a strong spirit team that protects you every day. They help facilitate this high vibrational state that you are naturally in. And so you are definitely not alone when it comes to whatever it is that you're currently facing right now. These energy dynamics of toxicity and negativity. I'm really feeling too that a lot of people are really in their inner critic. They're really doubting themselves and it's manifesting in a lot of negative ways right now. So, just take a deep breath, do a lot of breath work, just do something to really release a lot of this energy because, I'm really strongly feeling it. It's really, really weighing me down. but I know this is really everyone else's energy. So, but I do channel my energy as well into this collective. So, I definitely do recommend doing whatever mindfulness practices truly connect for you. Also, I do want to take a minute and say that for one particular practice that I will be starting soon, if you do follow Infinity on her channel, Magnetize Yourself, she does quite often talk about her subliminal app. So I definitely recommend trying that out. I am currently trying it out myself, and I'm really excited to see how this really shapes and shifts the energy in my 3D. So I really definitely recommend that if you resonate with her energy, you try the app out for yourself and just, see how that works for you. But if those particular types of subliminals do not work for you, whatever actually connects for you as far as guided meditation, if that's your thing, I definitely suggest that you continue doing that as well. Anything to get you more grounded and get you more feeling centered within yourself. To continue this reading, we have the Two of Swords reversed. And with this, I'm sensing a strong time of confusion right now. And it really feels like there's this avoidance of trying to make some sort of decisive decision. It really, again, feels really heavy. I know I've said that a lot in this reading, but it really feels like you're struggling to process something at the moment and, again, really outweigh these options. So you're not quite sure which way to go, is what this is feeling like. With the Hangman reversed, there's this reluctance to let go of something. It's because there's this stuck, outdated perspective or this stuck way of going about things. So, Spirit is really urging you right now to adopt a more flexible mindset with what it is you're going through, what it is you need to let go of. There's a sense of needing to reevaluate your approach. And there's also this thread of energy about resisting growth at this time. So there could be several members of the collective that are experiencing this particular type of energetic dynamic here. So Spirit is really asking you right now to actively seek new ways to embrace different timelines, is what it feels like. This is really specific. Different timelines. There's a reason why I feel like that came out. There must be a timeline that you're trying to align to or you're trying to manifest right now. And so it requires you to align with it in a certain way. So, whatever kind of preconceived way of thinking that you have right now, this is preventing you from aligning to that particular timeline. Right now, you have to, if you're desiring to manifest your dream timeline or a desirable timeline right now, you have to really embody the energy of what that timeline looks like for you. So you have to be in alignment right now with how that timeline looks for you. You have to basically act like you already are living in that particular timeline. And in doing so, this will definitely allow the manifestation to come in so much quicker. And for confirmation of that, we have the Eight of Wands in the upright position. So this is something that's coming in very swift and very quick. So confirmation of that swiftness could be some sort of form of communication that definitely solidifies that that manifestation is being drawn near. So that's fairly powerful energy right there. Okay, so because this really feels so heavy, and I usually don't say this in these readings, I feel like we should just conclude right here because the collective that I'm channeling, there is a lot of heavy energy right now. So, again, to conclude the reading, I definitely recommend doing your mindfulness practices, whatever it you do that connects you stronger to spirit and connects you to a more sense of feeling grounded. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups in the upright position. And then we have the King of Cups in the upright position. And then we have the Six of Cups in the reverse position. So there definitely is a new opportunity forming for you, a new manifestation coming that's going to bring a lot of emotional stability and a lot of emotional fulfillment. But what could be holding you back here is some sort of feelings of nostalgia or something from the past, some layer of energy from the past that you could be dwelling on. And this will look different for everybody here, but there could be a particular individual that is from your past that could be distracting you from your desired manifestation. So it's up to you to figure out how you want to go about releasing this particular type of energy if you feel guided to do so. But the important thing is here to bring back balance into your life. So, whew, I'm sorry. I just feel so much heavy energy right now. It's just not even funny. So, I definitely feel guided to end the reading right here. I do hope something resonates for the collective. I know maybe that it seemed like the reading was a little scattered, but I do truly feel like it will connect with certain people. If there were certain things that were ambiguous, I do apologize for that. But I do want to say you are the conscious creator of your life, so you get to choose how things move forward for you, particularly in your life. So we're going to end the reading here, but I'm going to draw one more final oracle message. Unfortunately, I don't have my spiritual messages oracle deck that I pulled out. So we'll have to use this other oracle deck to get the final message here. Okay, and the final message, it says open up. It's the open up card, and it says you're being asked to open your heart to another, to let down your walls and trust that they want what's best for you. Your life will open up in wonderful ways once you decide to open up. Wow, so that's actually very specific here. So this could be indicating that there is someone new coming into your life, or it really feels platonic, but it also feels romantic as well. So it's two different threads of energy, but someone could be coming into your life that could be facilitating some sort of change. But I wonder, because the third thread of energy, it feels as if this is someone from the past. So this is really interesting here. But this is where we will end the reading. I want to thank everyone for contributing their high vibrational energy to the reading and co creating the messages. I do hope something does resonate here. And if you feel guided to leave any comments, feel free. If you want to message me directly, feel free, for the ones that do know me personally. And I am definitely sending everyone lots of love, light, and happiness. And I do hope everyone has a good remainder of the rest of their day. And I will see you in the next episode.